The backlash against the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization has snowballed, with the Simon Wiesenthal Center joining the ranks of Israeli and U.S. officials who have criticized the UNESCO cultural body for their last-minute decision to postpone a Jewish-themed exhibition. UNESCO says it received a letter from 22 Arab states that expressed concern that the exhibition could negatively impact current peace negotiations between Israel and the Palestinians. UNESCO nixed the show, saying it could disrupt peace talks underway. The exhibit, entitled People Book Land, the 3,500-year relationship of the Jewish people to the Holy Land, was created by the international Jewish human rights organization, the Simon Wiesenthal Center. The group's director for international relations, Shimon T. Samuels, says UNESCO's decision is an attack on the liberty of expression for all people.
We have accommodated every request over months of vetting. Therefore, the argument that there is anything problematic that could offend the Arabs in any way or any group is simply absurd.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu denies the exhibition could have any negative impact on the talks with the Palestinians. At the heart of the peace talks lies Israel's request to be recognized as a Jewish state, and without that, Israel claims peace will not be possible. Many Palestinians refuse to acknowledge Jewish ties to Israel, some saying that doing so would weaken the rights of Palestinian refugees, as well as Arabs living within Israel, who make up 1/5 of the population.
I believe that it has absolutely nothing to do with the Middle East peace process or with any political issue. This is a pedagogical instrument. Schools are lined up to visit it. I don't know how UNESCO is going to tell them to go away. The problem is that it is not political, it is indeed cultural. It is the fact that the Arab world cannot accept the authenticity of the Jewish narrative.
The latest move is not the first time UNESCO has come to anti-Israel decisions. The Simon Wiesenthal Center and UNESCO had been collaborating on the exhibit since 2011. UNESCO that year became the first UN body to accept the Palestinians as a member state, a move which triggered the United States and Israel to cut off funding to the organization. Both the US and Israel have been stripped of their voting rights at UNESCO because of their funding suspensions. UNESCO's large number of Arab state members makes for a built-in majority against Israel during voting. Last October, 6 resolutions condemning Israel were favored.